I told you guys that appetite money will never be the richest money in Africa. The appetite money will never make your South African Rupert or whatever you call him. He will never be the richest man in Africa as long as Dangote is alive. As long as Nigeria is existing as a country in this Africa. No white man. No white man. He calls himself a South African. He calls himself whatever he wish. He will never dominate this continent as the richest man as long as Nigeria is existing. Not even an Egyptian will ever do it. Not even a Moroccan, an Arab will never do it. And that's why for the rest of my life, I will continue to hail Nigerians. I will continue to celebrate Nigeria. Because if not of Nigeria, Africans, we the blacks, we will still be the last in our own continent. If not for Nigeria, we the blacks in Africa will be like black South Africans. God forbid. If not for Nigeria, that's how the blacks in Africa will be. We will have the poorest countries in Africa. Yes, I'm telling you. We will still have the poorest people in Africa. If not of Nigeria, the whites will still have the total control. I know they still have control in some parts of the continent. But without Nigeria, the whites will still have total control over Africa resources, Africa countries, and every business in Africa. Nigeria, you don't know how powerful you people are. Look at it now. Just 2 weeks ago, South Africans were jumping up and down. Oh, Dangote is no longer the richest man in Africa. Our South Africa has overtaken. Or South Africans too, they will be shouting, celebrating a white man who has bet appetite money. White man with appetite money. Money that was taken from your ancestors. Money that he has just because of oppression of the black people of South Africa. Yet, black South Africans came out to celebrate that this man overtook Dangote as the richest man in Africa. I remember clearly, if you watch the video I did about that gesture, I said, watch and see. Watch and see, because him taking over Dangote as the richest man in Africa will not last. He will not last. I said it clearly. And look at it. The headlines are changing. Hello. The headlines are changing. The original king of Africa is back on the throne. The original master. The owners of the land. The only Africans who have power left and right, east, everywhere you go. They are back on the throne. So South Africa is a big loss for you guys again. And I feel sorry for those who are celebrating that Rupert of a man. That is just showing the extent of how black South Africans can be delusional. I mean, somebody who is wealthy of your resources and you are broke and you have nothing. I mean, this man's money, I don't even know why Rupert still has that money. Because in a rightful country, the South African government was supposed to collect that money from that man and put it in the government and use it to develop South Africa, develop black communities. Use that Rupert money, because that man's money is not legit money. It's money from South Africa. They should collect that money. I don't know what he's doing with that money. And I don't know why South Africans are still happy. Whether that he's still the richest man in South Africa. I don't even understand. You understand? So I'm very excited. I'm very happy. Guys, this made my day when I just woke up to see when I woke up and I discovered this information that Dangote is back at the top. It's a big win for Nigeria over South Africa. It's a big win. It's another massive win for Nigeria over South Africa. That shows that Nigeria is untouchable. Nigeria is unshakable. And let me tell you, it's not just Dangote in that country. Even tomorrow now, it's not Dangote the richest. Another person will rise. Another Nigeria will fill up that shoe. If by tomorrow Dangote is no longer the richest man in Africa, another Nigerian will carry the position. It will never happen that an Egyptian, a Moroccan, an Arab, a white man do that. Nigeria is the only pride that we have in Africa. The only pride. If not, how will I sit and tell Europeans that the richest man in Africa is still a white man? The richest man in Africa, the biggest influencers of African economy is still a white man. That's what you will proudly say. Are you proud of yourself if you can say that? as an African? Will you proudly say that? It's embarrassing, right? I feel embarrassed when I see something like that, because that shouldn't be happening. Never in the history of mankind will you hear the richest man in Europe is an African or is a black man. You will not hear it. Not in America, not in Europe, nowhere. So why should a European, a white man, be the richest man in Africa and we should be happy about it? Why? Our brains, some of us, our brains know they work at all. That's when I concluded that some South Africans, their brain know they work at all. This is basic common sense reasoning. Because they shout rainbow nation, rainbow nation. When there's wahala, they go tear gas una left and right. Say rainbow nation. Where the only thing you can do is load. You hope that crisis will come, you enter shop, carry television, carry pig, carry this one. And you are saying rainbow nation, rainbow nation. When rainbow nation, you know they favor you. It only favors the white man. So guys, I am very, very happy. And I'm happy to share this information with all my Nigerian families in the world, with South Africans and all the black people across the world, that fear not. If you were worried that a white man is currently taking over Africa as the richest man, fear not. Do not be disturbed, because Nigeria has done the needful. Nigeria is back to the top. Africa is back to the top. The blacks are back to the top. That's how the news is supposed to be told forever and ever. You understand? Just one impact. The Dangote refinery producing petrol and fuel. Everything changed. The moment that refinery just adjusted and started producing and distributing, exporting, everything changed. And guess what? The Dangote refinery can run independent of Nigeria. So if Nigeria fails to support that refinery will still run. That's what Dangote himself said. So the Dangote refinery will still survive, even if Nigeria government or Nigeria refuse to patronize our man. So he will still be the richest man in Africa. He's an unshakable pillar in Africa. Guys, give it up to Dangote. Give it up to Nigerians. Give it up to us. It is what it is. Your boy Ajim Maxi on this one again. Smash the like button. Smash the notification bell. Come back anytime you're free, guys. God bless you all. Cheers.